Is this worth sabotaging my relationship over? I, 44M, and my girlfriend, 27F, have been together for over 2 years. My mental health has been a real struggle in that time, and I've taken it out on her a lot. Despite that, she still wants to support and help me. In my mind, the problem is clear. She was engaged before, and it disgusts me. It has made me unhappy and ruined our relationship. I knew about it before committing to her properly. I thought I'd be able to get over it. We had a happy relationship, but as my mind got worse, this problem became huge for me. She is my first, and it angers me that she has been with someone when I haven't. So maybe it's easier if I go and experience that. I hate that she made such a stupid decision, then broke it off. The ex hasn't been in her life since we have been together. I refuse to meet her friends even after 2 years because they knew her back then. I have blamed her for my struggle. I have tried getting professional help, but I believe I'm justified in hating this. She doesn't believe I'm being fully honest with the therapist or open to change if I've had a lot of sessions, and I can't even consider it might change. I don't agree. It won't change, so I have to either be unhappy in this or be unhappy, and maybe regret losing her. She says it's none of my business, but tries to understand where I'm coming from, saying I don't have to like it or agree with it, but treating her bad over it and breaking the relationship for it isn't okay. I love her more than anything, and that's why it bothers me. I have resorted to leaving our home for the 3rd time until I get over this issue. I have used the issue to justify some of my bad behavior, which I know is wrong. I left to try and change, but honestly, it will always be an issue to me. I obsess and annoy myself every day to the point I can't be around her. I miss the good parts of life so much, but she tries to talk things out and work on the relationship, and I just don't have the energy. She is hurting, which makes me remember the reasons I'm angry. So if she doesn't bring up her hurt done by me, I'm okay. But she always does, because she thinks it's healthy to talk. She is not dealing well with this, as she believes the way I'm acting now should be my focus, as it's worse than her past mistakes. I let her uproot her life and move to my city to be with me, and then after a few months told her I'd always see her as less. She's only been with that person, and it annoys her to be judged when she is being a great girlfriend to me, which she honestly has been. She said if we break up, there are girls out there with a past of 20 meaningless people these days, and honestly, that would probably bother me less. Honestly, I thought she was my ideal woman, but as soon as I found that out, I would never see her as pure again. I found out before our second date 2 years ago and decided to still go, which is on me. If I met someone like her, but without a past, I'd be happy. I've even considered that all of this is because she isn't my type. She's a little curvy, and I always like really slim. I loved how she looked in the beginning, but now this has me questioning everything. I started watching The Hub again, but told her I didn't. It's women that aren't like her, so it distracts me from the pain I feel about her past. She found out and it broke her. Her personality is perfect. She is probably the kindest person I've ever known. Genuinely funny, smart, all of it. But it just isn't enough with this issue. My mind convinces me if I found someone else without this past, I'd be happier. But I can't imagine being without her either. We have so much fun and joy and love when I'm okay. I have hurt her a lot over this. She believes my mental health is the reason, as I had a traumatic childhood and other things, but genuinely, it doesn't bother me anything like this does. I only really started realizing this when we met, and she's tried to help me through that too. I run to the house it happened in for relief from the relationship, and this hurts her so much. I text her telling I love her and stopped being mean to her over it, so there is progress. I told her someday I'll make everything okay and she's too good to lose, but then she got angry because after saying that, I told her I'd always have this issue with her. While I'm away, she tries to love and support me. She is sending me resources and CBT materials to try and help, but I don't even bother because I know my issue won't change. She's trying to help, but honestly, she gets sad that I'm not there yet again and just keeps trying to convince me that my mind is bad and it can get better with work. Running away from the issue won't help me in her mind, but it does. It makes me uncomfortable even being in my home with her, so I don't want to do it. I have ran before and came back and things were great until the thoughts started again. He doesn't believe trying the same thing over and over will get me anywhere. I know the only answer is breakup, and last night she said she has reached her limit if I won't focus on now and future. I've been away for 2 weeks this time, and I'm not going back until this issue goes. She says if we can't work together on it, there's nothing to come back to. Breakup aside, how can I be happy even without her? I love her so deeply, but thinking about it just makes me respect her less. I truly believe it's the reason behind my other mental health issues, but she won't see that.